The key wasn't inside a drawer. It wasn't under a rug. It wasn't hanging on a hook. For 23 years, it remained hidden behind the same wooden cross that Emily walked past every single day. No one noticed it. Not even her. Until the day she was ready to give up on God forever. That morning, the cross fell from the wall. And something small hit the floor. A key. Old. Rusty. With a tiny paper tag tied around it. Only 3 words were written on the tag. When you're ready. Emily had no idea. Those 3 words would change the rest of her life. Emily grew up in a small countryside home. Her father was a carpenter. Every Sunday before church, he would touch the wooden cross hanging in the hallway. Emily once asked, "Dad, why do you always touch it?" He smiled. "Because sometimes we forget where hope lies," she laughed. As a child, she didn't understand. Years passed. Her father passed away. The house became quiet. The cross never moved. Neither did Emily's pain. Bills piled up. Her marriage ended. She lost her job. Her prayers became shorter. Until one day, they disappeared completely. She looked at the cross and whispered, "If you're really there, why are you silent?" She grabbed a moving box. She decided. It was finally time to sell the old house. As she carried the last box, the old wooden cross suddenly slipped from the wall. It crashed onto the floor. Emily froze. Something metallic rolled across the hallway. A tiny brass key. Tied to it. A faded note. "When you're ready." Her heart raced. She recognized her father's handwriting immediately. She remembered an old desk in the attic. One drawer had never opened. Not once. For over 20 years. She climbed upstairs. The dusty attic smelled exactly the same. The key fit perfectly. The drawer slowly opened. Inside, there was no money. No jewelry. No will. Only an old Bible. A handwritten journal. And one sealed envelope. The envelope simply read, "For the day your faith feels impossible." Emily's hands trembled. Inside, her father's letter. "My sweet girl. If you're reading this, life has probably become heavier than I ever wanted for you. I can't carry your burdens anymore. But Jesus still can." Tears filled her eyes. The letter continued. "Don't chase answers. Chase God. Answers eventually follow. My beloved child. You searched everywhere except where I asked you to look. You searched in success. In relationships. In approval. In money. Yet the key was never outside. It was waiting beside my cross. Not because I wanted to hide it. Because I wanted you to discover that my presence is worth more than every answer you've been chasing. You thought I was silent. But I was patiently preparing the moment your heart could finally hear me." Emily opened her father's journal. Every page contained one prayer. Each prayer ended exactly the same way. "Lord, please let my daughter know she is never alone." There were hundreds of pages. Hundreds of prayers. Prayed over 20 years. Emily realized someone had been praying for her long before she ever prayed for herself. Ending, she didn't sell the house. She restored it. The cross returned to the same wall. The key stayed beside the Bible. Not as a reminder of what was hidden, but as a reminder that God's timing is always perfect. Sometimes, the greatest treasure isn't what you unlock. It's who has been waiting for you all along. My child, You keep asking me for open doors. But before I open the door, I prepare the heart holding the key. Trust my timing. Nothing I've hidden from you is meant to harm you. Everything I've preserved will be revealed at the perfect moment. If this story reminded you that God's timing is perfect, comment, I trust His timing. Subscribe for more powerful Christian stories that strengthen your faith.